Why did you become a doctor?
So I became a doctor mostly because I had a mentor in high school that really showed me what it was like to not only practice medicine, but also to develop a relationship with patients. And on a daily basis, he was just so comforting and caring to the patients, and that really had a huge impression on me.
That's great. So when did that journey start for you? Like, did you know in high school that you wanted to be a doctor, or?
So the journey to medicine essentially started for me when I was in high school. I didn't have any members of the family as physicians, but it was through an advanced science program that really piqued my interest.
That's awesome. And then not for your profile video, but for something for Doctor's Day potentially, we're gonna ask every physician that we can what they wanted to be when they were 5. So if you want to just kind of throw that, like when I was 5, I wanted to be.
Okay. So when I was 5 years old, I actually wanted to be an astronaut because I thought it would be fun to do cartwheels on the moon. But I wasn't able to go to space camp, so that quickly changed, and I wanted to be an artist for a while.
Perfect. That's great.
I'm just going to dip it back a little bit. I'm still rolling.
Okay. You want to be in the video right now?
I know how by now.
So tell us a little bit about your journey from high school through medicine and into the specialty of reconstruction.
So throughout college, I was in the pre-medical program, but I was also in the women's studies minor. And I think that's what really drew me to a field that, you know, a lot of the times I take care of a lot of women as patients. And then as I continued on my journey, I actually became very interested in surgery. I kind of honed in on the plastic surgery field because it was something that I could bring out the fundamentals of anatomy and restoring, you know, balance and form to a patient, but also bringing out a patient's inner beauty.
That's right. Yeah, that's great. What would you say your care philosophy is?
I would say that my care philosophy, for the most part, is just treating the patient like that patient is my family member. And that really helps me to connect with my patients, and it helps me to help them make a decision on their care that might be the best for them.
Yeah, that's great. Do you want to elaborate a little bit more about plastic surgery and like this practice, or like getting to Holy Redeemer, that kind of thing, of like why?
So I think plastic surgery in general, you know, a lot of the medical and surgical subspecialties, they don't allow you to be creative. And a lot of it is more following an algorithm. And that's the one thing that drew me to plastic surgery is on a daily basis, I get to be creative with my patients. I believe that Holy Redeemer, I was drawn to Holy Redeemer just because of the philosophy of community and treating the patient as a whole. And that's, again, something that I bring to my practice, both as a female, as a mom, as a working mom. I, you know, try to hold on, I don't like any of what I just said. Sorry.
I'm just going to adjust something.
It was good. You were getting there.
I know, but I lost my train of thought, so it like stressed me out.
You're good. You can stop as many times as you want.
So wait, I want to gather my thoughts for 1 second because I know what I want to say.
We're still rolling.
How did I start this off? All right, so let me just look at my notes for 1 second.
No,
We're rolling. So
you're totally good.
So I believe that I was drawn mostly to plastic surgery because a lot of the medical and surgical specialties are very, they follow an algorithm. And I feel like as a plastic surgeon, I'm able to be creative with my patients on a daily basis. And I think that Holy Redeemer, in addition to allowing me to be creative, I feel like there's such a community that has really drawn me to the hospital itself. I believe that we treat patients as a whole. And again, part of my job is treating the body from head to toe. I believe that our practice gives a unique option to our patients to have a female perspective. there aren't many female plastic surgeons in the area, and giving a female patient, especially, the option to see a female plastic surgeon, I think really is important to them.
Yeah, that's a unique opportunity
Mhm.
right now. Perfect. Can you speak a little bit about the artistic aspect? Like you said, you wanted to be an artist, so tie into that creative ability and talk about like how that is interesting from a profession, but how it translates to patients too.
So I believe that creativity is a huge part of plastic surgery, because we're not only, again, restoring, form and function, but trying to make it aesthetically pleasing for the patients, whether they're undergoing cancer surgery or whether it's a cosmetic thing, to help build patients' confidence. And I think that a lot of that creativity I'm able to show to my patients through my work.
That's great. What would you want potential patients to know about your philosophy of care and the practice at William, and this practice, but in particular, yeah?
So I believe that our practice really focuses on communication. That's one thing. We all work as a team to help deliver the best possible care to the patient. And in general, I feel as though Holy Redeemer, we're working all together, whether it's oncologists, radiation oncologists, especially in delivering cancer care. We're able to provide that for all of our patients.
That's great. We had to say Redeemer Health sometimes too, because with the brand
Got it.
changing. I don't want to trip you up with that. But,
Yeah, do you want me to maybe restate something that I said with Redeemer Health in it?
I think we'll just get it at the end maybe, like her just saying
Okay.
Redeemer Health, and then we could cut it and just go to B-roll or something. That's fine.
Okay.
Talk to me a little bit about the community aspect and why that's important to you, and kind of the mission of your core beliefs, but then also the sisters or of the health system.
So the community aspect of Redeemer Health really allows me to be involved more in the community. I don't live in the area, but I participate in a lot of the community activities. I think it's important for patients to see their physician out in the community helping and supporting, whether it be a cancer cause or a fundraiser. And I think that really helps a patient to gain confidence in what I'm doing.
That's great. And then what kind of procedure, like maybe, because Bill was a lot about breasts, so
Yeah.
maybe I think you're more like general or whatever you want, but like what kind of procedures, if I was a patient, to kind of like surfing the internet of what reconstructionist I would go to, kind of discuss what you treat and then why someone should come to see you.
So most of my practice focuses on really breast and body, whether it's reconstructive or it's cosmetic in nature. I think that I enjoy doing a little bit of both. And, I'm seeing a lot of skin cancer patients who require reconstruction. I'm also doing breast cancer reconstruction as well. But then I'm also getting to help patients, gain the confidence back maybe after they've had children, and really restore them back to the beauty that they used to have. I didn't like any of that.
That's good. So there's something, you've touched upon the beauty and going back to the restorative aspect of beauty, and I think that's like a good way of describing it, because beauty is different, right? It's too...
Right.
within
Everybody,
non-subjective
exactly.
beauty. So maybe touch upon that a little bit more.
So I think that it's important when treating patients, again, from either a reconstructive standpoint or a cosmetic standpoint, I think it's really important to listen to them as to what their needs are and what they believe beauty is. A lot of the times it's difficult for patients to explain it, but I think in my consultations I can really glean from them what their inner beauty is and try to help them show that.
That's great. Yeah, don't be afraid to like,
I know.
because I'm trying to like...
Yeah, I know.
Get you out of your brain.
I know.
So you talked a little bit about the mentor in high school, but maybe it's that person, but maybe it's like a patient or something that really influenced you, that stuck with you, that you could tell us about.
Ugh, I always hate this question.
We can skip it.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
not
skip
that
it.
one. what about like something that patients would find interesting about you?
So
Like, show me Stacy, don't show me. Like,
I know I'm being like
No,
so.
it's okay. I mean, that's who you are. We talked about that. But
No, I know.
there's like glimpses of you, like when you talked about the beauty, that was good. Like,
Yeah. It's just because I'm nervous. I'm
I know.
sorry. This is so embarrassing.
oh my God, you're really fine. Don't worry. This is not the worst by any means.
I think that, outside of my practice, a lot of what brings me joy is my daughter, my 2-year-old daughter, and spending time with my husband. I really feel as though they are the most important things in my life right now. And it's really fun watching, a toddler grow at this point. And so most of my activities I really enjoy are family outings, and I have a big Italian family, and a lot of them are always coming to visit because they live out of town, and just celebrating life with them is a huge part of my life outside of work.
Perfect. Wait, I just thought of something I was going to ask you. So, shoot, it wasn't my family. You mentioned something before, but I can't think of it now. So, let's talk about like the women's studies and like going back. Oh, that's what it was. You talked about kind of like. Oh, I know. You talked about being a mom and bringing that perspective,
Mhm.
and then a working mom, and you didn't finish kind of where.
Yeah, I know
so
where I was going
like,
with that.
maybe like bringing that perspective of a reconstructionist, but identifying with patients that you see.
Mhm.
I don't know, I'm putting words in your mouth, but
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I can word that, how I can start that whole thing.
because you want like someone watching, you want them to be like
Right,
to
right,
resonate
right.
with them. So I feel like that was like a
Mhm.
good way to say
Right.
I'm a mom. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
just kinda-
I think being a female in the surgery world is something that is, very difficult as, a mom, and especially a working mom. And I'm having to have that life-work balance. And really, I'm doing this profession both for myself, but also to show my daughter that anything is really possible. And I want to set a good example for her and for all the other women out there that are either in medicine or business. And I think it's really important for women to really have some type of a role model. And when I'm dealing with my female patients, I feel a lot of times that my connection with them is on a deeper level because, they're female. And I can relate to a lot of the things going on in their life. So I try to treat my patients, again, as if they were a family member of mine.
That's great. Is there any topic that you would want to kind of talk about that would be like a blog article or something like specific?
Yeah, I was trying to think about like a breast reduction or skin cancer
Yeah,
or.
like when is it time to get a breast reduction, or like what, and we could follow up with more detail, but
Right.
you can kind of just give an overall,
Yeah.
because it just would be further instances to promote
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yeah. So I think one of the most common complaints of a lot of women that come in through the office is the fact that they have large breasts, and oftentimes they sorry, lost my train of thought again.
You're really fine. Take a breath.
I know.
Right? She's doing good.
Yeah, you're fine.
See, I told you I'm not as good as Bill.
Well, Bill, I mean, he's been doing, first of all.
I
it's like-
know. I want to do. I think breast reduction
I don't want
surgery
you to
would be
Bill.
great.
I want you-
No, I know.
Yeah.
I want to do breast reduction. I want to do the breast.
We just wanted to light the wall.
I
Yeah, you must light it.
So I guess how can I start off with like breast reduction surgery?
Yeah, like if,
Okay,
like
I got it.
5 things to know about it, or I don't know if you could rattle them off on the top
And
of
we're
your head,
all.
but.
So I think when patients come in to see me, a lot of my consultations that I have revolve around patients that would like a breast reduction. And I think that most patients don't realize that they are good candidates for it. a couple of the things that we want to see when a patient comes in is, have they been having chronic back pain? Do they have, issues with bras fitting them properly? Are they really self-conscious of what they look like in clothing? And, those things really help me to determine, what they... Sorry.
You're good. So just tell me. So I'm
I know.
uncomfortable with my breasts. So
Yeah.
I want to have, like, what are my options? Just talk to me. Like, am I a candidate for breast surgery, or what do I need to be,
Yeah.
right? Like,
So,
tell me this.
so when we talk about breast reduction surgery, there's a couple of things that I usually discuss with my patients. I always ask them if they're having back pain, if they're having neck pain, if they've suffered from, heavy breasts or issues fitting in bras, if they have any issues with exercising because their breasts are so large. And a lot of the times my patients will tell me, yes, all of the above. And I think at that point, just explaining the whole surgery in detail with my patients and getting all of their supporting documentation together to get insurance to help cover these types of surgeries is something that I really spend a lot of time doing. And in the end, my breast reduction patients are some of my happiest patients.
That's great. Yeah. And then if you want to add, you can kind of go back to, like, restoring them to that beauty aspect of it too.
I think at the end, with their end result, I think it gives the patients the confidence to be who they've always wanted to be. It allows them to get back to exercising and a healthy lifestyle. I've had patients lose, 20 plus pounds after a breast reduction surgery because they're now able to exercise and they love themselves. And really that just shows that we were able to restore their inner beauty and bring that out in them physically.
Perfect. That was great.
Mhm.
I'm starting to feel like I got to talk to you as a patient.
Yeah, talk to
You know
the
what I
patient,
mean?
yeah.
I don't get this nervous when I'm talking to my own
Right.
patients.
Like this, now that I am a patient, kind of like, I'm trying to just word it so I don't make you nervous. Now I'm nervous. So just tell me, like we just met, right? I'm gonna set this scenario for you. Like, I'm coming to you, like, I'm nervous about whatever, or like, I'm nervous about this thing on my face. Like, make me feel better, reassure me, tell me who you are, why you're doing this.
Do you need me to say my name, by the way? Because I
do,
remember
but I don't ask that until
in the
later,
in the
because
beginning.
then
Got
it's
it.
just gonna be like,
Yeah,
oh,
I know.
It's like really awkward. But I will. You can do that now if you
No.
want.
I just didn't know. That's
Yeah.
when you were asking me that.
Yeah.
Put your hair on your neck. There you go. There you go.
Sorry.
Then you had some scraggles.
So I'm sorry. Tell me what you want me to do again. Just talk to you.
Just talk to me. I'm here for a new, like, I'm here for, I don't know, what X procedure, and just talk to me like I'm a patient. You're telling me a little bit about the practice, what you guys stand for, and what you offer.
So I believe that really, when you walk into my office, that you're going to get really a warm sense of family. And again, we work as a team, and I try to put my patients at ease the moment I see them, because again, I don't wear a white coat when I walk into the room, and I sit at their level and we talk. We have a conversation like we're out at a coffee shop. And I try to get them to open up to me, because a lot of the information that they're going to give me is something that they give every doctor, their medication list and their medical problems. But I want them to open up to me about other issues that might be bothering them, because that really, in the end, helps me treat them the way they really need to be treated.
Yeah, that's great. Let's try it one more time and say you. Like, speak to me. Don't say them or patient. Just
Okay.
actually say, when you walk into my office.
Yeah, got it.
that kind of
Oh God, now I got to redo the whole thing.
thing. Yeah. We have it.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But it could be new, because we can use that one.
Right, exactly, for other things.
Right.
Okay. So I believe that when you come into my office, you immediately get this sense of just support, almost like you're entering a family. And when I meet with you in the office setting, I try to really focus not necessarily on, your medical history and the medications that you're on, because I have all of that information. I really try to focus on what's bothering you, what your main concerns are when you come in to see me, and try to put you at ease about a lot of the concerns that you may have, because oftentimes it's a lot of nerves when you're seeing a doctor. And my job is to make you comfortable and really help you to trust in me, to take care of you.
You're gold. That was
That was
great.
good.
Yay, we did it.
Finally.
It's okay. So tell me a little bit why you became a doctor. You told me like how and you were inspired, but like what about being a physician and what about healing and really resonates with you?
So I think a lot of, what I focus on as a physician is comfort and healing and creating those kind of relationships with patients. And a lot of my mentors in the past that have really resonated with me do all of that and above. And, one of the best parts of my job is that I get to work with one of my mentors on a daily basis who trained me and really showed me the compassion that I think has really made me who I am today as a physician.
Great, that was great. Do you want to talk about like how your practice is unique with like?
Yeah, I want to talk about more like the female perspective and being a female really in the practice, because I think that's really unique, especially to this area and to Holy Redeemer.
Okay.
There's really not a lot of plastic surgeons that are female in the area, and even, throughout the United States.
Right.
And I think there's a reason for that. It's a very rigorous training, and to get to where I am today, it took a lot of studying and a lot of hardships, and I feel that I've become the woman I am because of the support of my community, the support of my family, and now the support of Redeemer Care.
That's awesome.
That was, I recorded that whole thing, that was good.
Yeah. So do that one more time. Like.
I hate when she tells me that.
But we had it.
I know.
It was good.
Yeah.
How do I say this? So, as a patient watching it,
Mm-hmm.
like, that is great, but now I need to know why it matters to me. Like,
Yeah.
because of your experience, like, you can relate to my hardships because you relate.
Because I'm a female, yeah.
Yeah, or woman. I would say woman instead of female,
Okay,
because it's, like, less clinical.
got it. You're right. So as a woman, I feel as though it's important to have options of seeing either a man or a woman as, no, I don't like, see, it's weird to say man and woman for me, like as a female or male surgeon, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I like
So
where
let
you're
me
going
think
with,
of,
like, how it's hard, like, you had to do a lot, like, you're like a unicorn, right? Like, you're not,
Yeah.
It's an
Right.
anomaly to have a female surgeon. So I think you can say, or being a woman, you can say female surgeon, but relate that back to the patient. Like, why,
Yeah.
what are you offering the patient because of that?
okay.
You can chime in too, if I'm not. Or,
Want me to time it?
no, I said
Chime
you can
in.
Chime in if you wanna.
No, I
Okay.
think what you're,
So, as one of the few women plastic surgeons in the area, I think that the fact that our practice is able to offer our patients, especially our female patients, the option to see a woman is a huge asset. I think a lot of women relate to other women, obviously, on a daily basis, and for them to discuss their concerns, especially when we're talking about, certain areas of the body, I think it helps make women more comfortable in the medical setting.
Okay. Yeah. Do you feel like that kind of got across what you wanna
I think so.
say?
I think so.
Okay. All right. What else do you wanna talk about?
how about another shorter comment about being a woman in this field and the support you have
Yeah, we kind of, that was like a long way, like,
Yeah, a long-winded
Yeah.
answer. So I think being a woman in the surgery community is difficult, but I've really had a lot of support from family and also mentors who were men that have really made me who I am today.
okay. Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know
wanna
what
get,
you're looking for.
that's fine, but I don't wanna.
I don't want to separate too much, like,
Yeah,
That
like it's
was
starting
good.
to feel
yeah,
like
yeah,
me
yeah,
too
yeah.
a little bit.
Right. I don't want to do that.
Right,
No,
right.
that's not what my goal is.
Right.
I
I'm
think
like, what are we saying?
I think mainly my goal is that a lot of women want to see a female
Okay.
plastic surgeon,
Right.
or a lot of women want to see a female doctor in general.
Right,
Right? I
exactly.
mean,
Talk about my
if
friends.
if someone is coming, a lot of women choose female OBGYNs, and there's a reason for that.
Right.
And I think being able to offer a female perspective on plastic surgery, either it's reconstructive or cosmetic, is really important to women.
Now you can, at Redeemer.
Yeah.
And now you can at Redeemer Care.
Oh, yeah.
What is it, Redeemer Health? That's that we're doing?
And
Yeah.
Greg just watched that.
I know, I know, that last, she was on a roll and I wrecked it. So.
I don't know, I think you were good.
Okay, I
Anyway,
heard you, thank you. I won't tell you to do that again, but I kinda want.
All right. What do you want? All right. What part do you want me to do?
Just say what you wanna say about why is it important to have a woman in this field?
I think that it's important to have a female perspective when going to see a plastic surgeon, because we can relate on so many levels, whether it's personal or, speaking about your body. I think it really hits home with most women patients.
Great. Can you talk a little bit about the mission of Holy Redeemer or Redeemer Health that, speaks to you like an individual, like care, comfort, and heal, but like what that means to you?
I think that the mission at Redeemer Health of care, comfort, and heal really speaks to me on many levels. A lot of it is the healing and the comforting part of what I do on a daily basis, especially when taking care of cancer patients.
Great. So tell me a little bit about, like you've mentioned family and community a lot. So tell me how that passion for family comes into your philosophy of care.
I think that when you talk about community, you're also talking about family. I mean, both of them are a support system for whether it's a patient or the physician. And I think that when I don't know what I'm saying here. With regards to family, you're saying family
I
and...
want you to break out of your shell a little. And I feel like when you talk about that, then like before you were on a roll, but you were just talking to me and you didn't know that we were rolling.
Right.
And then I kept stepping on you because I forgot we were rolling. So I want to get back to that, right?
Okay.
Instead of, your answers are fine, but I just want.
No, I know. I understand what you're saying. It's like...
So like when you talk about the family and the support, like there's another part of you that's coming out, and I'm trying to draw that out so that patients can see that.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Am I
Kind of.
making it worse?
Yeah.
What do you want patients to feel when they walk in?
I think one of the biggest things is feeling comfortable when you walk into a doctor's office. It can be very intimidating, and really a lot of what we're trying to do is make sure that they're at ease before we talk about something that may be a very sensitive subject. So when I speak with my patients, it's really on a level as if they were my mother or my sister or my brother. And I think just in general that helps them to kind of take a deep breath.
Perfect. That's great. What's your favorite part of your job?
I think my favorite part, I don't even want to say think. My favorite part of my job is I enjoy coming to work every single day. I love my patients, and they really make everything, all of the work that I've done in the past, they make it worth it. They make, me having to leave my daughter at home worth it.
Great. That's awesome.
I don't really like that, but
mean, I think it was good. I don't know about the leaving your
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah.
We're gonna be like, what? She's leaving her daughter
By herself?
alone? How old was she? Yeah.
Well, just leaving, you know, when
I get
when
it.
you have to leave,
Right.
when you have to leave for work. I mean, many women are stay-at-home moms, and you know, a lot of the times I wish I could do that and stay at home with her. But you know, the one thing that keeps me going every day is the fact that I get to come in and have a conversation with my patients, who I consider friends.
Great. And that you're being like a role model.
Yeah, and in addition to, you know, treating my patients, I'm able to be a role model for my daughter.
That's great. Anything else on your paper you want to talk about?
I don't know. I totally went off color there on all my things. No, I think I think the biggest thing that I wanted to emphasize, obviously, was bringing the female perspective into our plastic surgery practice.
Say that was good, say it.
I know, I can't
Yeah,
get
that
her
was-
to
so tell us,
cut the paper.
so the question is,
I need that paper. Let's try
what
this.
makes
Give me
you,
that one too.
It's only the front because the back is my patient information.
Oh, yeah, let's give me that one.
what makes you get out of bed every day, and how happy are you that you're in the field that you're in, and what do you think you bring to that field as a woman?
I know, I don't know what I just said though.
I know, it's like,
I was rolling, but she wasn't.
I wasn't, yeah, it wasn't, yeah, and I also had my paper up in the hand. Here, let me see, because I can,
yeah.
I think that the biggest thing that I really want to emphasize about our practice is the fact that our patients are able to gain a female perspective by having a woman plastic surgeon in the practice.
Say it one more time without
Just
I
like-
know, without messing up.
No,
I know.
Shake your
messing
body
up.
out.
And gesturing is fine.
I know.
I know,
Shots are gone wide,
I
so
know.
it's good.
It's good, I'm just really trying to make it better, like.
Yeah, I know.
But it's really fine.
No, I
wanna be
totally
the-
understand, and I don't want to look like an idiot or a moron
No,
because
no.
I know I'm not like this with my patients on a daily basis.
We
Promise you.
Like, I've left interviews being like, okay, cool, like, thanks.
Yeah.
Because I knew I wasn't gonna
Right.
get anywhere, and we're nowhere near that. So,
Okay,
like, you're doing
good.
really good, and we probably have enough, I just.
No, yeah, you want to have enough
Like,
more options.
yeah.
You're right.
Because every like 5 minutes, you just say what you want to say.
I know, and
it's
then
like, ah.
it's like you're
that
pulling
again.
teeth. I'm sorry,
No,
guys.
no,
This
you
is
don't.
like
It's really
so
not
annoying.
bad.
I think the one thing that I want my patients to know is that at Restorative Plastic Surgery, we have the option for you to see a female plastic surgeon, and I think that's very comforting to a lot of women.
What, have you got any feedback from women about being able to see a woman?
So I think some of the feedback that I've received from my female patients is that there's really limited options for them when discussing personal issues to them with a plastic surgeon. And a lot of them tell me that they feel more comfortable seeing a plastic surgeon that is a female because they can relate.
Great.
That was good.
Oh, that's good.
How about men? Do men also like seeing a female plastic surgeon? Have you heard any?
Yeah, you know what? The majority of my patients are females. Even, it's kind of weird because you would think that even because I do everything head to toe,
Right.
a lot of the surgery that we're doing, aside from skin cancer, is female driven.
Right.
That's probably for the men too. I would think the men also see a lot of women.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure Bill sees a lot of women in general in his practice. And obviously his practice is breast cancer, but breast cancer affects men and women. But I think reconstruction is something that women focus a lot on.
So to get like, I want to emphasize the mom thing.
Yeah,
Because that's who you
right.
are, and
And that's a big,
I empathize with you because
Right.
that was like so important.
mm-hmm,
Like that I'm going off script, but like the decision to be a stay-at-home mom or to work is like really hard, and
Yep.
you never know how it's gonna affect you.
mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure you have friends that were like, "Yep, I'm going back to work, like
Yeah.
no problem." It sounds like maybe that was like
It was difficult, yeah.
And you've worked so hard to get where you
Mhm.
are. So you have something here that says, "Holy Redeemer gave me the chance to practice and make a difference in a small community setting while giving me the chance to have the work work-life balance I was looking for. Like, that's actually a really good.
See, I can put my thoughts on paper, but I can't speak them apparently.
Most people can't put their thoughts on paper, so you're
Yeah.
really key. So if you wanna, can you reiterate that back?
Yeah. So the reason why I was so drawn to Holy Redeemer was the fact that it was, no. Can I just read my thoughts for a second? Sorry.
It's on the back.
So you want me to say, what is it, Redeemer? You want me to say Redeemer
Just say Redeemer.
Health?
Yeah. Or you could just say here. The reason I was so drawn, or just say Redeemer.
Yeah. I believe that Holy Redeemer, oh God, I keep saying Holy Redeemer. It's
Just
so
stop
hard.
For a second. So just tell me what this job offered. So, like, I want work-life balance, like, not just work-life balance. But
Yeah.
as a mom, like, it was hard to make that decision after you work so hard.
Right.
So, or just memorize it and say, you want to do that?
No, I don't. Because I know what there's so much more than that I want to say, you
Right.
know? It's like, it's just, I'm trying to say it so it doesn't sound so scripted, you know? It's
Yeah,
so
but I think
hard.
that line script, it's okay to say, because it's like convoluted, so I feel like
Yeah.
you're not saying the reason I want to get that line in about work-life balance is because I think it will
Resonate with a lot
yeah,
of
like
patients.
someone's gonna be like, that's what I want. And
Right.
it has nothing to do with you being a doctor.
Right,
But
exactly.
it's like a point of like, now I'm gonna feel better because you're a mom,
Yep.
you know? Making any sense?
Okay. So not only do I think that Redeemer Health gave me the opportunity to work in a small community setting, but also the chance to have that work-life balance that was really important to me, especially having a 2-year-old daughter at home.
Great. That's good. Do you feel good about it?
I think so.
Can you say it now with Holy Redeemer?
What, you want me to say Holy Redeemer now?
Yeah, because I wanted this up before we switched, so.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Rebecca. Oh my
Unless
God.
you don't want me to put it up until the
No,
summer.
no, heck no. I want it up. I want patients to come to see me. All right. Fine.
So what did Holy Redeemer offer you?
Holy Redeemer offered me the chance to practice in a small community setting, which allows me to get to know a lot of my patients on many different levels. But in addition to that, it offers me the work-life balance that I was looking for as a mom to a young daughter.
Perfect. That was even better.
That was good. What was it? It was a weird noise.
I don't know.
Hopefully we didn't hear that on the... I can't say that again. Do not make me say that again.
We'll put music in.
Yeah, right. That was better.
Okay,
That was really
good.
Okay. Anything else you want to
It
talk
just took
about?
me an hour. No, I don't think so. Let me think.
To get her name.
Yes, and the whole Holy Redeemer, non-Holy Redeemer, that whole thing, you know.
Like that.
Whole,
Holy
I'm
Redeemer,
so
Oh, I think I'm just gonna just say I'm Stacy.
I don't know if I probably already talked about how, I wrote so much of the medical surgical specialties rely on algorithms for care, and very few specialties offer me the chance to be creative, and I get
Yeah,
to do
you
that
talked
every
about-
day.
yeah.
Yeah, I did that, right? And then I think that oftentimes we focus a lot of our attention on discussing surgical options with the patient, but a lot of the care really happens after surgery, and it's both on, a medical level, but also on an emotional level, because these patients are going through so much, after surgery, both healing their bodies, but we also try to help them in healing their minds.
That was really good. The very beginning, I heard paper.
Oh, shh.
So, but we can pick up somebody later.
Yeah.
But give it to us just one more
She's
time.
not gonna be able to
Let's
do
start
No, wow, thanks a lot.
No, but you were just talking to me. Then.
I know.
Did you feel it?
Yeah, I know the difference. I
But
feel the difference.
I'm messing it up
I'm
every
like
time.
crazy.
like,
I'm
wait, I
obviously
don't know.
crazy.
No, you're just like, you said, I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
And you're not in your head about it. If I could sit still, then I wouldn't make you do it again. It's my fault.
No, I think it was me. I was ruffling the papers, is what he was saying.
Oh, sorry, paper.
I'm gonna stand up.
Just tell me what's important.
I know.
Yeah. The whole time I'm like, oh my god, this is so good.
I mean, you can use soundbite later.
Listen, honestly, the way you do it, the other version is fine.
No,
It's just
I want to
more-
be, who I am on a daily basis. I don't
Just
want to
like
look like
more
I'm like a
relaxed.
robot, you know?
It doesn't even look like you're a robot, but there is.
Yeah.
Do you see the difference, Michael?
Yeah, there's no robot. I mean,
It's almost like sass. You're almost being more sassy, and I want.
Yeah,
I
you want that to come
more-
out, yeah.
Yeah. No offense, but you have like that's a good thing, I think. Right? You're like, I'm never talking to you again.
Okay.
You're just talking to me.
I know. It's,
And you have like that like it's good. It's like a confident sass. I want that to come across.
so I think a lot of the times when we are treating patients, we focus a lot of our attention on discussing their surgical options. And once we really help them make that decision, a lot of our care comes in after surgery. The postoperative care and healing process is not just from a medical perspective, but also helping them heal their mind after a big surgery that they underwent.
cool.
I like the first one a little bit better,
Well,
but
yeah,
sorry.
we
Yeah,
can cut it together.
cut him.
Yeah, I just need to insult you for you to say, hey, I
Yeah,
can do it again.
be a sass.
That was good, because Bill did talk a lot about restoring the body and
Yep.
healing the mind, so maybe we should get one more line
Of
about,
saying that.
of just like why that's important to the practice, right? So that there's synergy between you two, like kind of
Right.
that optimization of being healthy after, and he
Mm-hmm.
talks a lot about like 5 years down the road, where you're gonna be, like, that's more cancer centered.
Yeah.
You're,
No, but I think restoring the body and healing the mind really comes into play with whatever type of surgery that we're doing. I think that, I had something that I wanted to say there. I think that especially when it comes to cancer care, patients get worried, is my surgeon or is my doctor going to still see me, in the future or multiple years down the road because they have a concern about something. And I think that after the body has healed, we can really work further on healing the patient's lifestyle or healing the other things in their life that may be bothering them. Don't like any of that. That was like weird.
you're not hard on yourself at all.
I know. I'm like so.
You're your worst critic.
I know.
That was
Same
pretty
way.
good, actually.
I thought it was good too.
Because I want to say something about like. I've had a lot of patients voice to me that they're worried about what to do after they've gone through all these major surgeries and how are they going to proceed back into their life with a new body. And I think that that's part of my job, is helping them figure that out. If that makes any sense.
So
And
is
then
there a
how,
point, when you're seeing a patient where, okay, we're done, you're fine, you're totally healthy, you're good, and then you give them brochures, he goes, like, how does that work?
You mean to come back and see me,
Yeah,
or?
Like,
Or
you
to, like,
eventually
go-
say, you don't have to see me anymore, but if you want.
Yeah, I think I always tell my patients that even at the end of their care, if there's something that's ever, bothering them or something that they want to talk about, that they can always make an appointment to see me. I make myself freely available to all of my patients, whether it's through email or, through our office. And so I think that's something that I really pride myself on.
great,
That was nice.
that was good. I'm learning to be
And that was a
quiet
real
when
question, like I had, like when someone called you like a year later, like, I'm fine, I haven't seen you, and all of a sudden, hey, something, like, does that
Like just
happen?
to say hi, or?
No, just like something's bothering me. I don't know, like,
What's up?
Like, no, usually they have like a directed issue that they're calling back and saying, there's something that there's something wrong, or, yeah. No, it's not a stupid question. It's not. it's, I guess it's really just knowing that they have a support system at our practice, whether it has something to do with what we did during surgery or if it's something, you know, they need help with navigating through Holy Redeemer.
Great.
What is Redeemer?
It's fine.
Oh man, now I'm
I'll
supposed
just
to say
use it.
Redeemer.
It's Redeemer Health, but, I'm just wondering, I know I'm belaboring this, but should we talk more about like wellness, like about you were getting there, but like after surgery?
Yeah, maybe I can talk more about, what time is it, by the way? Do you know?
1:30.
Okay. Because I think I have a patient at 1.
We have to get that
Oh,
shot
shoot.
to
Okay,
the
we-
patient.
yeah,
No,
we
we
should
don't
go.
have to.
Let's do this and then we'll,
Yeah, I could talk a little bit about, you know, especially with wellness and, you know, skin cancer and that kind of thing. I mean, if we wanted to move away from the breast cancer thing,
yeah, do you wanna just do one? Cause we can always do like a summer blog about,
skin cancer and skincare.
yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think of
And
how
then
I can
we
tie
were
in the
actually gonna
wellness.
Ask you about like
Sunscreen, yeah.
'cause I have such issues with that, but.
So for a lot of my skin cancer patients, I spend a decent amount of time with them after they've had their skin cancer removed and reconstructed. I spend a lot of time talking about sun protection and sunscreen and the importance of preventative care, because a lot of that is important in helping them, you know, move past the skin cancer, but also, what do I want to say? Why do I always lose my thoughts? I think I'm just so nervous, and I just lose what I want to say,
Right.
really.
Well, there's a lot of lights, so.
I know. No, it's
Like maybe that they,
don't have a good skincare routine, don't use sunscreen on a daily basis. And that's a lot of what I emphasize after patients have gone through, you know, skin cancer removal and reconstruction.
should people wear sunscreen every day?
I tell all of my patients that they should wear some type of sunscreen on a daily basis, whether it's, you know, the dead of winter or, you know, in the middle of summer. And the reason is that, you know, we're exposed to sunlight every single day, whether we're walking to work from our car or we're out at the beach. And it's important for patients to really take control of their own care by doing just something as simple as applying sunscreen on a daily basis.
Great,
Might be able to cut things in there.
that was good. Alright, anything else?
No,
You're done?
I think so. Hopefully that was
You
good
tell us
enough.
who she
Yeah,
is?
you need
Oh,
to
yeah.
say your name.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Say hi or anything like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Anytime.
Okay. Hi, my name is Stacy Donfrancesco, and I am a plastic and reconstructive surgeon at Holy Redeemer Health System. Do you need me to say Redeemer Health?
I do.
Okay.
Still rolling.
Hi, my name is Stacy Donfrancesco, and I am a plastic and reconstructive surgeon at Redeemer Health.
Do that again, there's some noise upstairs. Please, sorry.
Good thing this is an easy part.
Right.
Hi, my name is Stacy Donfrancesco, and I am a plastic and reconstructive surgeon at Redeemer Health.
That part started after.
Ah,